So in this video, I'm going to be assembling the SONY clock. Okay, so this is the assembly video for the SONY clock. So we're going to SOLIDWORKS, File, New, Assembly, OK. Now, when you open up an assembly for the first time, a message like this might appear, might just pop up. Just to stop that happening over and over again, just push the X up here for the moment. And on the left-hand side, just untick automatic browsing when creating a new assembly. And start command. You can leave that ticked on. So that should stop it popping up over and over again. If it doesn't, then you're just going to have to allow it just to keep appearing on the screen. Anyway, we're going to go to browse. And what we're going to go to, we're going to try and find the main body of the SONY clock. So that's part 1, main body. We click open and it'll be stuck to your mouse and you can just drop it anywhere you like. Okay. Next thing then we go to insert components. Again, if this pops up, you can just push the X, go to browse. And what we're now looking for is the clock screen. So that's part 2. Open. And again, we're just going to drop this wherever we want. And now we have to position this in the right place. So you can drop it anywhere you like with the mouse. It doesn't have to be even in this position. We go to Mate. We click this top surface here, anywhere inside this area here. Push down the roller on your mouse like a button so you can move the whole thing around. And then click this surface here. That'll position it like so. Then click this edge here. Click this edge here. And it'll fit in. So that's the front screen put in. We click the green tick. Again, I go to insert components. Click the X. I go to browse. And now what I'm looking for is the base cover. So dash is here. So we have this one here. Base cover. Click open. And again, we drop this anywhere we like. Now, same thing again. We go to Mate. I roll in and I click this flat surface here. I scroll back with the roller. I use the roller again in the mouse. I click this flat surface here. I click the green tick. Now, it doesn't matter which way around you put this on. If your circle, will say, ends up here in the top right, it makes no difference to the answer. So there's no need to panic about things like that if it's not exactly the same. Just move it around. We're going to click this edge here. And then we're going to click this edge here. That'll line it into there. And then finally then, the last step to do is just to get this into the middle. So you can slide it across like this. Now, you might notice that this is moving here. That's okay. We can fix that in a second. So I'm just going to slide it across like this until it's more or less in the right place. To get it exactly in the right place, if you move the mouse here, you'll pick up a dot. Click that point. And if you move the mouse here, over and back, pick up a dot. Click that there. We don't want them constant. We want them, just click undo. So we'll do that again. So pick up that dot, pick up that dot again. Okay, and then click the distance mate. And then type in that the distance, instead of it being 15, I want you to type in 16 and click the green tick. Okay, now I've noticed that this is moving. So you see this movement here that's happening? So I'm just moving with the mouse on purpose. So just to fix that, click this edge here, click this edge here, click the green tick. That will fix that. Okay, so that's that into place. Perfect. Now, we click the green tick again. Then we go to insert components. Click the red X. We'll go to browse. And what we're looking for now is the snooze button. Again, that's going to be stuck to your mouse. You can drop that anywhere you like. We go to Mate. Click this edge here. Click this bottom edge here. That'll fit in. That's that done. Click the green tick. Then go to insert component again. Click the X, go to browse. And what we're looking for now are the buttons. open. Here are the buttons. Now we're going to drop these into place next. So again, I go to Mate, click this circle here at the bottom, click this circle here, click the green tick, and that's them buttons into place. Just need to check and see they're not moving. They are. Okay, so we're just going to force them that they're gone wrong. Just move them over a little bit like that. Just as easier then to click. Just going to click this surface here, click that surface there, and that has them in the right place. So that's the buttons now gone into the right place. Click the green tick again. We can spin that snooze button around, which is what happens on the real clock anyway, but position it wherever you feel like it looks right. I'm going to rotate right around it. Snooze is more or less this way. That's there, that's that done. That's not majorly important. If that's too confusing, nothing to stress about. Again, we'll go Insert Components, click the X, we go to Browse. Now, so the next thing that I need to bring in now is the SONY clock 20mm diameter. Click Open. We drop that anywhere we like. I go to Mate. I click this surface here. I click this surface here. It'll start to position itself. Then, to spin this around, click this surface here. So that surface there. Now you can click any of these surfaces here. Now it's after sliding into the right place. And then I slide this in, like so, until it's in just a little bit further. And then we're going to put a distance mate onto this then. So I'm going to click this edge here. I'm going to click this line here. And we're going to go, no, that's what pick up concentrics. That's the wrong option. Just going to click the undo button. I didn't mean to click an edge. So we'll do that again. Spin it around. Again, click this edge here. Click this corner here. Oh, instead of picking up the edge again, I just need to delete that. Right click, delete. I need to click the corner and pick up that point, and that can be a bit tricky with the mouse. There we go. Now, I don't want it just to fit in like that. That's incorrect. We go to distance, and the distance that is 2. And then we click the green tick. So that's that dial into place. I'm now going to bring in the other dial, so just click the green tick again. We go to Insert Components. We go to Browse. And now I'm looking for the 30mm diameter. I'm just trying to find that now. We have main body, no, 20mm, no, switch, no. Let's check in here. Nope. There we go. So it's just somewhere else in my file. Drop that here. We go Mate. Click that face. Click this face here. It'll start fitting in. Then we click this face here anywhere we like. Click this face here anywhere we like. It'll fit in like so. And again, then we do a distance mate. So I'm going to click this edge down here. I'm going to click this corner here. And we put in a distance. And again, we change that to 2. And we click the green tick and we click it again. That's that dial into place. Then I click the green tick again, I go Insert Components, and what we're looking for now is the switch. So that's in this folder. Switch, open, drop that anywhere you like. We go to Mate again. Gonna click that top surface there. I want it to mate with this top surface here. Now I just need to drag that back a bit. Click this flat face here. Click this flat face anywhere you like. Now it's, for me, it's spanned the wrong way around. Just double check with yours. You might need to click these 2 arrows here just to get it to spin the right way around. Click the green tick. And then you can just drag it across until it's in place. It doesn't really matter where you position it, but I'm going to put it bang in the middle. So I'm going to click this face here. I'm going to click that face there, and that puts the switch in the right place. Click the green tick. So all that's left now to go in is, I think, just the time on the front of it. So I go insert components, and we're looking for the time. So I called that time face. Here it is here. So we'll go mate. This edge here matches this edge here. And this edge here matches this edge here. And that is it done. Now, okay, so you have all the hard work done now. That's your first clock assembled and put together. Before we go any further, we're going to have to do a very particular thing here now, which is extremely important for every student to do. Just going to minimize SolidWorks for a moment, just for a moment. Anywhere on your desktop, right click, go to new, go to folder. And I want you to call this folder Part A, B-A-R-T-A. Okay, now go back into SolidWorks again, back into your assembly, and you must follow the following steps when you have your assembly fully done. Go File, go to Pack and Go, very important. Make sure all of these boxes are ticked here at the top. See, mine will be, yours might not be. Make sure all 6 options are ticked. Go to Browse. And because we put on the desktop, go to the desktop and you're looking for the folder called Part A. Double click Part A and then click Select Folder. Then click the button Save. Click OK to that. Done. Now when you minimize SolidWorks again, if you go into the folder Part A, all your parts have been saved in there. Okay, very important step. Now we're going to go back into the part file again. The next step now is you putting the correct colors onto this clock. Okay, and I'm going to do it for 1 or 2 parts, and then I'm going to leave you to do the rest yourself. But you always come back to the assembly. You don't go into the part separately, you start from exactly here. So let's say, for example, this part here, which is this, the clock screen. Okay, I'm going to right click that and I'm going to go to the option Open Part. The very first option was Open Part. Now it might just pop up, it might just open up straight away. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's at the bottom and you have to go to SolidWorks down here to see it, but usually it just opens up like this. And what we're going to do is go to Material Not Specified. So we right click Material Not Specified, we go to Edit Material. Now, this particular part is made from plastic. So it's actually made from an acrylic plastic, but I'm trying to find that here. So we have to go down here a bit further and we have to go into plastics. Click the little arrow beside plastics and we can pick, let me see, the best one for acrylic. It is not showing up for me. Oh, there it is, acrylic, medium high impact. We click that and we click apply and then we click close. So now it's made out of acrylic. The next thing I have to do is make this all look black because on that particular screen or clock that we're working with, it's black. So I'm just going to right click up here and I'm going to go to the appearance button and I'm going to just click this option here, very first button, and a message will eventually pop up. And I'm just going to click the option black down here and I'm going to click the green tick. I'm then going to click the save button. I'm going to X out of this here. A message will appear asking you, do you want to update changes? You click yes. Now that part is the correct color in the assembly. Next is the main body. Right click, we go to this open part. And again, material not specified, right click, edit material. Again, this is a plastic. So we're going to go to plastic. There, and we're going to click ABS PC. We're going to click apply. Okay, PC is wrong, sorry. We're going to click just ABS. We're going to click apply and we're going to click close. Now this is not white, it has to be made grey. So again, I go to this option up here, right click, I go to the beach ball, we'll say. I go to the very first option. And we're going to pick our grey from here. It's actually a lighter grey, there we go. And I click the green tick. I then click save. I then push the X here, and I click the yes. And that's that done. The snooze button and the switches are all the same, so you can go into them individually. They're the same grade or the same ABS. The actual clock face itself here, okay? This piece here at the back is glass, so I'm going to right click this in situ. I'm going to open the part. I'm going to go to material not specified again. I'm going to go to edit material. And I'm going to scroll down until I can find glass. Now, if glass doesn't appear, it might be in other materials. So I'm just trying to see other alloys, no other metals, no other non-metals. We have glass here. I click apply and I click close. Again, I right click up here. I go to the beach ball. I click the first option and it is going to be black. And I click the green tick. Now, the numbers are not glass. They need to be made into kind of a neon yellow. And that's the last option here. So I'm going to right click that. I'm going to go to the beach ball. I'm going to click the first option. And I'm going to pick yellow as the color for that. I'm going to click green tick. I'm then going to click save again. Going to click the X. Going to click yes. And that's that part done. You can continue to get all your parts the correct color. Sorry, I shouldn't have clicked save, that was my mistake. When you have that done, the next thing we need to do is a different type of display state for our drawings. I'm going to go to this option here, Configuration Manager. I'm going to click Default Assembly 1 once, and on my keyboard, I'm going to go Control C for cat, and I'm going to go Control V for video. And what you'll see is a copy of default comes up. I'm going to slowly double click that and it'll be allowed to change its name. And I'm going to change its name to Exploded. Click anywhere down here to go with that. And I'm going to double click Exploded so it turns on. When I have that done, I'm going to go to Assembly. I'm trying to find the button for Explode. Here we go. I'm going to go to Exploded View. And I'm going to actually break the clock. I'm going to click that button there. I'm going to catch the Y. I'm going to drag it up. I'm going to click that there. I'm going to drag it up too. Grand. And next one, click the body. We can drag that down a bit. So we're going to drag that down. So when you're doing this, you kind of have to go, okay, click the green tick, go back into Exploded View, click this again here, click up. And then it kind of can be a bit awkward, this. I'm trying to remember from last year. Click out of this, no, click here, no. There's a button I have to click here. Oh yeah, click the little clock. So, click the little clock, click here. We're going to drag that down. Click the little clock, click the little clock again. Click here maybe, you can drag. So there's no set measurements on this. What you do, click the little clock, click the little clock, click the screen. I drag it over this way, click the little clock, click the little clock. So it's up to you which way you want to break up your clock into its different parts. Click the little clock, click the little clock. And then this one here, I'm going to drag that down completely underneath. Click the little clock, click the little clock. When you have that done, click the green tick. So when it's something like that, everybody's will be different. There's no set rules in it. I click the green tick. Now, if you double click default, it'll all go back together again. If you double click Exploded, nothing will happen until you click the little arrow beside it and you go to Explode View 1 or Explode View 2, whichever one it is. Okay, so again, we'll go back to default. Again, Control C when you have default turned on, Control V and a copy will appear. Slowly double click that to change it to cut away. Click down here and then double click cut away to be back into it again. So cut away turned on. Go back up here to the yellow and blue button. Go to the front plane. Go to sketch. I'm going to draw a circle. So I'm going to hit the space bar. Click normal 2. I'm just going to draw a circle here like so. Any size, anywhere. I'm going to go to up here to command. I'm going to type in cut. Cut comes up, click cut. Change it from blind to through all and make sure the direction is the correct way. So you might have to change the direction like I did. Click the green tick. So now you've cut into the clock so we can see inside the clock, okay? Whatever the information is. When that's done then, go back to Configuration Manager, turn back on default. And the clock will be back together again. When you have all that done, click the Save button. It's going to ask you where you want to save it. So this is my mistake again. I'm making the same mistake as last time. Click Cancel. We don't click Save anymore. We go File, Pack and Go. Make sure everything is ticked. Browse. You're going to go and find your folder on the desktop called Part A. You're going to click Select Folder. You're going to click Save. And you're going to click the option Yes to All. And you're going to click OK. So that's the next stage of the video, and that's what you have to get done next. And once you have that done, that's your first clock finished. Okay, thanks very much.